Good defense. Brett, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get into the fourth quarter with the game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? One or two in a row, two or three in a row. That might end up being the difference here, B.A.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Durant's shot is off.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Durant with the big finish.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Here's Edwards. And Booker pulls it down. And it's Phoenix's ball. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
It's Edwards with a drive. No good that time. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns, that's good.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Paul, outside Durant. Beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And stolen by Edwards. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Ball against Conley. Here's Durant. Uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 5 points.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
Conley against Paul.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot by Conley, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Booker fires from way outside. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. High post Towns. Gobert with a screen on Durant. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Booker with a screen on Conley. Outside Booker puts up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Outside Booker. And he banks in the layup.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. He's closely guarded. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Paul passes to Booker. Durant on the attack. And it's slammed in by Durant.
With power. That's how you do it, big fella.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Conley. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. No one near him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. That's right, Suns.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court for Minnesota. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Booker against Edwards. Booker pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Edwards against Booker. Durant for 3. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Durant. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And stolen by Paul. Outside Durant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Durant, pass to Ayton. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. Back to Okogie from the arc. Buries it from 3. Okogie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Durant. No luck on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And about 3 minutes played now in the 2nd quarter. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the
Back to Daniels. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Pass to Aiden. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. The Suns clear it. Here's Okogie. Here's Aiden. Tries again. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Booker against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Banked it in off the glass. Durant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Edwards, here we go. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. And he lobs it up top. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Paul. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Booker. 1 second left.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
Your Suns, 24. The Timberwolves, 20.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Landale in at the center. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Pass to Ross. Here's Baisley. And the three-pointer goes. Baisley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good to see Baisley step up and knock down the 3-ball.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Who's ready for T-shirt time? Get on your feet. Get loud, fans.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Noel. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Shot blocked. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 7. Here's Shamet. Reed defending. Here's Baisley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Baisley's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Edwards. And Aiden pulls it down. Hayden's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Okogie. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Booker with the jam.
He really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. To the paint. Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. Probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Conley against Paul. Up top Durant. 14 points for him. And they'll get another chance. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Call for Minnesota. All right, everybody, look who's coming. It's time to make some noise for your son,
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Ayton. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Goes back up. Outside for Booker. Goes back up.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Edwards pulls it in for Minnesota. They've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. McDaniels. The Suns clear it. Okogie's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
An open look for Durant. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And Edwards slams it in.
Assist from
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
And that was sweet. Ball passes to Booker. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Conley with the ball, and it's Ball picking him up. Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Durant. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Durant's got 16 points.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Booker, and he'll draw the foul. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. Every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That one's off.
Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Outside McDaniels. Durant against Towns. Off target from outside.
Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Outside McDaniels. Picked it out of midair. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. And that one good. And the Suns lead by 12. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time, Devin Booker showing he can score close to the rim.
Conley against Paul. Here's Edwards. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Ball finds Booker. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Here's Conley. Right side McDaniels. Towns down low. Durant's there. Knocks it loose. Clock at 6. Now Edwards shoots over Booker. That one's wide left. From behind the arc. Minnesota with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Okogie.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Launches it. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Even back in Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that 3. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
Here's Towns. There's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team.
And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And so Towns nails them both. Booker with it. And here's Paul. Outside Booker. And he commits the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. Fourth personal foul. First team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Durant. The three ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Minnesota with the ball. A minute 20 left in the game. Conley passes to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Second chance effort. Here's Edwards.
Ball entered from below the basket. Phoenix ball.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Conley against Paul. 5 to shoot. Durant inside. Yep, that one's good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Even Valley, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
to the best kid in the hall.
down the tunnel. And it's the Suns to start out. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Hands it from downtown. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Los Angeles, Paul kicks to KD. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's a Kogi. And that one, good. Kogi's got 5 points so far.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Booker after the Clippers pick up 2. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Outside, KD. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's Westbrook. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's George. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Durant against Leonard. And finished off by KD.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Outside Westbrook. Outside for George. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. Here's Okogie. Zubac's defending. Booker outside. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Durant, the pass to Booker. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside, George. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points so far.
Well, not only prolific from 3, but efficient from 3. Paul George, nicely done.
Ayton a screen on George. Booker the pass to Ayton. Down low. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Covington.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Think about Robert Covington's past to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
And both free throws good for Covington. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Los Angeles leading by 4. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 5 now.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
And George kicks to Leonard. Launches it. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. And the Suns call time here.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
Westbrook against Paul. Booker outside to stop the run. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Chris Paul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
4th team foul. Shooting for the Clippers.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
3-point
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done any.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Clippers lead by 14. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Leonard, the pass to George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And here's Booker from the arc. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. 20 feet out. Takes it out to Leonard. The pass to Covington. Pass to George. From past the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD finds Booker. Misses and the dry spell continues.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Suns trail by 20. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Ross is checked in for Booker. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Chris Paul.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Plumlee. Fires the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Oh, Morris in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Marcus Morris, when he's engaged on the offensive end, can be a dangerous scorer.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Gordon, the pass to Mann. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris with the screen for Gordon. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Gordon. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Passes it to Ross. Lets it go from deep. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Gordon for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is coming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And the pass to Powell. It's Morris atop the key. Shoots. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. 26 seconds left here in the second. Now Shamet. Kicks it to Ross. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Here's Mann. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that one is off.
The end of the first half with the score.
All right, David, thank you.
20. The Clippers, 37. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And here's Westbrook. He has 6. George finds Covington. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And George able to finish. George has got 16 points.
Well, length and will and skill. Paul George getting to work on the offensive window.
Here's Shamet. Buries it from three-point range. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Ross with a screen on Westbrook. Shamet kicks to Ross. Jacks up a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Outside Covington. On the wing, George. From downtown, Ross grabs the board. Suns trail by 19. Baisley passes to Warren. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Covington. On the wing, George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Ross with a wide open look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Westbrook dishes to Covington. He kicks it to George. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Drills it from outside.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Pass to Baisley. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Darius Baisley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Clock at 6. From deep, George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
For 3, Ross scored the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Well, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Gordon kicks to Morris. Here's Mann. No good on the 3. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Phoenix. And here's Warren for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Mann. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Morris. He's out there with Norman Powell. Gordon out there with Plumlee. And it's man in at the point. A pass to Powell. In the corner, it's Gordon. Offensive rebound. No good that time. Suns trail by 17. Ross passes to Shamet. Back to Ross. But Trey, another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Kicks it to Morris. Plumlee, the pass to Mann. And the layup's good off the glass. Mann's got his first 2 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Ross with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Landale. Eric Gordon with the rebound. Clippers leading by 16. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Mann. Back to Gordon. He kicks to Powell. That's tipped.
Boy, blocking is a skill Darius Bazley is trying to develop, and that hard work paying off with the swat.
Here's Mann. Pass to Plumlee. Takes a 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ross with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. No good from Ross.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes it to Gordon. Puts up a 3. And it's Bazley with the rebound. Suns trail by 16. Ross for 3. Powell pulls it in. Outside Gordon. Back to Powell. And there's the pass to Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Mann passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And Ross with the slam.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
Pass to Powell. Now here's Plumlee. There's Gordon with the 3. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Hey guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Outside for George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
3-point field goal.
And the Clippers lead by 17.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And it's Leonard missing. Warren against Leonard. And the shot by Warren, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Leonard with no one around. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
Now, here's Shamet. From deep. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Going fling to the best kid in the hall.
Most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
All right, everyone, give a big hand to your first Avenue.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Conley. Back to Towns. Here's the three. They get it again. Here's Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Pass to Westbrook. Shoots. Here's Leonard. The three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Conley against Westbrook. Outside McDaniels. Oh, George with a steal. First quarter, just over a minute played. McDaniels with some nice D. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubats. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Three-pointer, no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. Left side, Covington. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you talk about guys that can score from all three levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Westbrook. It's blocked by Gobert. Fires the three. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Leonard over McDaniels. No good off the back of the rim.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Conley goes in. Edwards, a pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Zubats. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Back to Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Conley passes to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for three. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Leonard passes to George. Now Zubats. Out to Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
And Leonard drops them both.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Edwards. Will it go? And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Conley against Westbrook. Pass to George.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. She wasn't set.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now here's Conley. And stolen by Covington. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Westbrook slams it home.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Leonard for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Westbrook against Conley, and Westbrook slams it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Outside Conley. Fires top of the key, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
Count it.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Outside Conley, pass to Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 7 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Rivers is checked in for Mike Conley. Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Rivers. To the paint. Here's Gobert. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Zubats. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Back to Gobert. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Over to the wing for 3, Westbrook. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Edwards against George. There's the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
1:41 left in the half. Out to Leonard. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
An incredibly strong player. Leonard able to convert through the contact.
The free throw drops for Leonard. The Timberwolves trail. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The kick out to Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him. You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Here's Rivers. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Basket's good.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Westbrook outside. Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Driving to the basket. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent in giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. To the right side. And here's Gobert from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard for 3. Oh, and he hits it at the... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. A fantastic game from Russell Westbrook in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Gordon. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Morris. Man, it's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 15.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Left side Anderson. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. To the middle. Here's Powell. And a nice finish on the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yes, that's a harbinger of things to come. He's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Noel. That one is off. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Powell outside. On the wing man. Top of the key. On the wing man. Morris against Anderson. Powell passes to Plumlee. Second chance shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, if you want consistency at the 5 spot, Mason Plumlee is a good player to have in the rotation, Clark.
Could not agree with you more, B.A. A consummate professional and extremely hard worker. Rebounds at a high level, and he is one of the best playmaking centers in the NBA.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Gordon with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. That shot off. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Towns. The 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Gordon. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Gordon right side. Morris for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Powell with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
It's both from the stripe. The Timberwolves shooting 40% from the field in this one. Trying to get back on track. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Plumlee.
2 minutes
Back to Mann.
2 minutes.
The kick out to Morris. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. But that fella's got some big feet, too.
And there's 1:38 left in the third. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
To the left side wing. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Conley. Gobert's gotten his second bucket of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Gordon outside. Back to Mann. Out to Gordon. Here's the 3. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Mann. Back to Plumlee. No good. McDaniels with some nice D. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Over Gordon. And another basket from Minnesota.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And he makes a first.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. George defending. And it's in there. Prince has got his first basket.
Well, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
George outside. Shoots it from the corner. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
Here's Prince. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down the... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard, wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it at 52%.
Minnesota foul. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Zubats against Reed. Westbrook outside. Spins. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
For 3.
Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Noel, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Jalen Noel.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
The previous play is under
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, oh, man.
Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Westbrook against Conley. Leonard for 3. Edwards pulls it in. And for Minnesota, they're shooting it at 52%. Pass to Towns from the arc. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Towns gets a good look at the 3. You feel like it's going in.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Covington's checked in for Morris. And the Clippers with the ball. Westbrook outside. And then Westbrook slams it in.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Pass to Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards slams it in.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
Conley against Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Minnesota with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Gobert. Pulls up on the wing. Second shot opportunity for three. Conley. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Over McDaniels. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Inside. Here's Conley. Misses from close range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The three, George. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I'm puzzled, baffled, confused. How does such an elite finisher not throw that one down? Scratching my head, shaking it too.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And Westbrook slams it home.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
That was a sensational pass. And then the catch and finish in the same motion? Ridiculous.
Alley-oops like that are so rare, you simply have to take a second to enjoy it.
And you know what, fellas? You've got to really, really admire somebody with the confidence to even try a pass like that.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity strike.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Russell Westbrook.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Edwards with it, guarded now by George. And it's powered home by Towns.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
George against Edwards. George outside. So the Clippers win it. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up.
Down flame to the best kid in the hall.
give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight.
Here we go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now Paul. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Durant. Here's the screen. Pass to Okogie. McDaniels knocks it loose. And he's able to get it back. Paul dishes to Durant.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Oh, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. KD with it. McDaniels defending. Here's the three. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Ball against Conley. Right side, Kevin Durant. Pass to Okogie. 5 on the clock. Here's Paul with the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
There's that poise we talk about with Paul, not rushing anything with the clock up against him.
Here's Edwards, and the rejection by Ayton. Booker with it, picked up by Edwards. Shot's good by Durant.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now here's Paul. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Can't connect from short range. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash and Maury Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Conley against Paul. Ayton, Minnesota with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Edwards passes to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And stolen by Booker. To the wing right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. KD, a screen on Conley. With the floater. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Booker. Inside. Passes to Okogie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Suns shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. There's 1:34 left here in the first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender. And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And Conley drops them both. The Suns leading. Booker outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. And finished off by Edwards.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Paul kicks to Booker. He feeds it to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
And here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards banked in off the glass. Edwards got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some firing.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker. Oh,
yes!
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Conley kicks to Towns. Dishes it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Paul passes to Durant. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. A shot, and there's another one for the Timberwolves. Here's Paul. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Booker with the screen for Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just smooth and cool as ever. Durant ignores the clock and is completely focused on finding his shot.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Phoenix. Out to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on 8.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
No good on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. And Booker kicks to Paul. Booker against Edwards. Back to Booker. The pass to Ayton. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Conley feeling it out. To the paint. Here's Towns. Nice move. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Paul dishes to Booker. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And that one's good, Ayton.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Conley. Back to Gobert. Here's Edwards. And taken away by Paul. Outside, KD. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Give it up for your Timberwolves.
Timberwolves trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Conley kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Outside for Durant. Back to Paul.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Taurean Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in its shooting guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. The kick out to Warren. Back to Ross. Reed with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Shamet kicks to Ross. And Ross Phoenix with a slam.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Shamet, the pass to Ross. Right wing. Pass to Shamet. Down low. The shot by Baisley, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Shots good by Noel. Noel's got 4 this quarter. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Ross kicks to Shamet. Prince against Warren. Pass to Ross. Pass to Landale. Another shot. Now Shamet. With the clock winding down. Here's Baisley. He's covered by Anderson. Second chance shot. Ross. That's good. Ross has got his second bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Noel. The pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. Pass to Noel. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded close. Ross. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Here's Anderson. Pass to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns leading by 3. Warren the pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. To the middle. Here's Warren. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Some changes for Phoenix. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Edwards against Booker. Outside Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. That's a 2 from Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Booker. To the inside. Kicks it out to Paul. Passes it to KD. Ayton a screen on Towns. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Back to Conley. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
If I had someone setting picks like that for me, my game probably wouldn't have changed, but maybe I would have played a few more years.
The Timberwolves been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish. Okay, KD for a little extra on that one.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. And time to... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. 4-point game. Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Paul kicks to KD. And foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now the pass to Ayton. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Conley against Paul. And the dunk by Booker.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Paul surveying the floor. He kicks to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders. And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Here's Edwards driving in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Outside, KD. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns finds Edwards. Towns trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Booker's shot is good.
Unwilling to to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Booker is screen on Cup. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton. Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits. And Edwards drops them both. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Conley. Ball with the bucket. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Out to the right wing. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul, 14 foul.
And here are the Suns now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. McDaniels in the post. The drive by Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Edwards passes to Towns. Chalk up two there.
Unreal. Big Cat. One of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
All up top. High post, KD. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker outside. Kicks it to Ayton. KD draws the double. Paul for 3. That one's not going to go. And the Timberwolves call timeout. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's check in. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan.
To the best kid in the house.
Well, you got to expect a... Low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Booker with it. Outside Paul. Now here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
He's so polished. All Durant needs is a little airspace to get his shot off.
And here's Westbrook. Now here's Zubac. He's covered by Ayton. A nice shot by Zubac.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Booker no good. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Here's Booker following the score by the Clippers, and he gets it to go.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Westbrook. George outside. And the jam by George.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
For 3, Booker. Covington grabs the board.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And the jam by Covington.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Booker against George, outside Durant. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Booker defending. Covington passes to Leonard. Now here's George. Going inside, and Ayton pulls it down.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
The Suns trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Booker for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Durant against George. Durant, the pass to Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
Westbrook with it. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Zubac. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Outside Booker. Back to Okogie. Lets the three fly. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Westbrook. To the wing, right side. It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. Paul with a steal. And now the Suns, fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Defensively, you practice for KD, but there's no way to simulate exactly what he's going to do because he's so versatile. Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And here's Zubats outside. And that's not going to go. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And it's tied up with that one. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both. Calling his own number, Russ is as confident a player as you will find.
Paul passes to Booker. Oh, George with a steal. And here they come. Westbrook finds George. Offline with a 3. And here are the Suns, trailing by 2. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Beautiful ball movement from Kevin Durant, easily finding his shooters that are ready to knock him down.
Pass to Zubats. It's Covington on the wing. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard up top. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Paul passes to Durant for 3. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Count it. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Booker. Got it. Booker's got 5 now.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Leonard outside. And he drives in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And Leonard drops them both.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Counted from distance. Give him 8 points now.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Out to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Out to Leonard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 3. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
George, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Durant, pass to Aiden. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
What I love about Russell Westbrook, he plays with maximum effort every single night. You can be sure he's not taking any plays off. I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Westbrook outside. Driving inside and finished off by Westbrook.
His first step, we know, quickness, second to none. Westbrook almost impossible to stop when he gets downhill.
Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Ayton, a screen on George. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Ayton, no good. The Clippers in the lead. George passes to Zubac. Soft touch off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Paul, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
Paul hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's George. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Amazing.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing.
Ali, as always, thank you.
Shooting for the Suns, 29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for Phoenix, they've got DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Durant in at the 4-man position. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. Westbrook left side. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Suns trailing. Booker, the pass to Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Ayton's got 12 points in the game.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Westbrook outside. Out to Leonard. The three is up. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Booker for 3. Kept alive. And Durant with the big finish.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Shamet. Durant finds Ayton. Phoenix calls timeout.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. 5 on the clock. The 3, Durant. Phoenix no good that time either. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
The 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Leonard right side. Kicks it to George. To the left wing. Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Here's Covington. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Zubac. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Phoenix is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Excellent D there from Westbrook. Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss. Pass to Okogie. 3-pointer. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. George outside. And Ayton pulls it down.
LA foul. Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd personal foul. First 2.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker. 1 shot.
The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Screen by Durant. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even
the previous play is under
no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now Westbrook. Give him 8 points now. Leonard outside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
Outside Durant from deep three-point range. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
They get the rebound. Zubac. Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. Here's George. And George with the jam.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Booker with a screen on Covington. Outside Booker. There's the triple. That shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. The Clippers in the lead. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. No problems knocking that one down. Leonard's got 11 points here in the second half.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
And stolen by Leonard. Here's George. There's the drive. And the jam by George.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Covington. Ball against Westbrook. Out to Covington. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Paul passes to Durant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
George outside. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. George has got 22.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
On the wing, Durant. Pass to Okogie. Paul with it. Back to Okogie. Now Paul, hounded by Westbrook. Durant, the pass to Booker. 3-pointer, no good. For Los Angeles, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Westbrook outside. Tries to spin move. Out to the right wing. Here's Zubac. And no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. It's tipped and stolen by Leonard. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. George against Booker. George passes to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Ayton. And a nice finish on the layup.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
To the left side wing. Zubac passes to Leonard. Good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
To the best kid in the hall.
On the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Westbrook. Minnesota with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Down low. Stolen by George. Covington down low. Defended by Towns. George passes to Covington. Outside for George. Drills it from outside.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Conley against Westbrook. Back to Conley. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes in.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's the pass to George. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. And George, here we go. And he can't jam it through. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Westbrook scanning the floor. Pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Covington kicks to George. Clock at 6. Outside Covington. 2 and the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
And George drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Westbrook against Conley. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards. There. Oh!
Yeah. You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Westbrook up top, over by Conley. Westbrook passes to George. The kick out to Westbrook. It's stolen by Edwards. Passes it to McDaniels. Edwards inside, defended by George. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Outside Westbrook. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Gobert with a wide open look. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Inside. It's hauled in by Zubac.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Outside, Towns. And Zubac with the block. They get it back. Conley finds Towns. Tries again. The putback, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Westbrook against Conley. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Westbrook. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Kicks it out to Covington. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
And how about Towns' activity level there, sensing an opportunity and going for it on the steal.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Clippers trail by 10. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. On the wing, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
The pass to Edwards. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game is played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game, and it's blocked by Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Kicks it out to Covington. Covington setting the pick for George. Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns wide open. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you give Russell Westbrook any kind of runway like that, and he can explode. What a terror on the inside.
He doesn't get the second one. Minnesota leading by 11. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Gobert. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
They set the screen. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. On a defensive end, thank you, David, and we'll be back after. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Prince out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the point.
A good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Powell with it. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know what time it is. All right, everyone. Let's give a big hand for your Clippers.
Minnesota leading by 14.
Get loud for your Clippers.
Here's Noel. Now Prince. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Man, the shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Crafty move. Prince in the corner. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Morris dishes to Powell. Nifty move. And it's good on the way in.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long-range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Zubac. Ooh, the double clutch. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Clippers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And so he hits both. Here is Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 12. And George kicks to Westbrook. Outside for George. Covington a screen on Edwards. 6 to shoot. George finds Westbrook. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Towns. He gets hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Drives to the hoop. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Clippers call time here. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. From the stripe, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Paul George. Westbrook against Conley. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Russell Westbrook.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Leonard has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Clippers trail by 13. Now here's Westbrook. He has 7. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Minnesota on top. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Towns. Gobert in the corner. And the three off target.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Leonard against Conley. Leonard, no luck. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Edwards inside, defended by George.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Passes it to Covington. He kicks it to George. And he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Conley scanning the floor. Westbrook with the steal. It's stolen by Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns against Westbrook. Outside, Covington. Outside for George. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard for the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Conley for 3. Sinks the triple. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Covington wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Towns against Leonard. Towns, the pass to Conley. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. And finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, just a terror in transition is Russell Westbrook, exploding past the defense with that speed.
There's the pass to Edwards. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches and keep him engaged.
He hits both from the stripe. We've got 1:28 left here in the 4th quarter. Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards. And here's Gobert. Kicks to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Conley, the pass to Gobert. No good on that one. Clippers trail by 10. Feeds it to Leonard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Minnesota.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Conley against Westbrook. McDaniels gets to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Clippers ball.
Tipped away. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.